We're back, y'all. So we got all this wired up. One thing I did forget is the power cable from the terminal and the alternator that goes to the battery. I still need to run that, and I need to hook up the resistor for the Excite wire. But we got that done. So fuel pump did show up. This is a Walbro 255. Should be more than enough for what we need for this engine. Now, if he ever does want to boost it, add more fuel, etc., I recommend we move that tank out of there, get a big pump, and then use the original wire that I ran to trigger a separate relay with, power directly to the battery. Because the bigger pumps will pull more amps. So let's get the fuel system knocked out. That way, that's already done, and then we can knock out this alternator wiring. And then I think by the time we get that done, it'll be quitting time. It's Sunday. Let's get some work done, but not too much work. We still got a week's worth of work. My goal is to have this thing running, have it ready for startup by the end of this coming week. That way Brandon can come, load it up, and go home. And then once we get this thing knocked out, I can get a dusty Corvette in here for the torque tube. Pretty sure I tore up the couplings on that thing, so I really don't know. I haven't. It's been sitting for a month. I should probably start it. Anyway, let's start getting this fuel system together and go from there. So here's what we got. This is the stock feed line. I cut it off, and you might ask yourself, why'd you flare it, you beaner? Well, it creates a stop for the clamp. So when you put the hose on here, you can clamp it, and you got 60 pounds on here now, instead of the typical, 8 to 15 pounds from the low pressure system. So that'll help keep the hose from popping off under pressure. So from here, I'm gonna run a piece of hose, I don't know, a couple inches, and then we'll set up the filter regulator, and then the pump is gonna go like back here somewhere. And then from the pump, we'll wrap that line around to the feed, and then we'll put the vapor line back here. So, yeah. Let's mock that up, and then we'll get back over here. All right, guys, we got this. Now, I don't think we give ourselves enough real estate in the frame. So we got 18 inches or so. Let's go see what we got under the truck. I'm gonna have to cut that line back some more. All right, so here we have, just under that, 16 inches. Let me cut this line back, I don't know, give myself another 4 inches or so. That way we could fit everything, still have space to hook up the hoses and all that. all bolted up. Feed return. I replaced the vent hose with a newer one. But yeah, it's all wired up. When you wire these up, make sure you put the positive. Ask me how I know. Or I guess where it's supposed to go. It's marked on the pump itself. Where's it at? Right there. Anyway, this is done. We got the line zip tied up for the wiring. You know, it's getting there. Now, let's get back up top. All right, after almost welding my wrench to the frame, I brought it back down, just connected the battery, and then bolted everything back up. So the wire from the alternator to the starter is done. One thing, I didn't find a 470 ohm resistor for the exciter wire. So basically that wire simulates like a light bulb. And I guess I could find the wire from the stock dash and wire that to it, but I want it hooked up to the ECU, so I'm gonna have to order some resistors, or, oh, excuse me, I could order the wire that has the resistor in it. I think I'm just gonna get some resistors and then just crimp it on. But yeah, fuel system's done. Electricals are done. Other than that, I'll order that tonight. What else? We're close. We just need fluids, hoses, and a belt. And then we can start knocking out the exhaust. So, yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for today. Doesn't seem like I got a whole lot done, but I think we're making good progress. If I could get everything else that I need, I think we should be hearing startup. If not Friday afternoon, probably Saturday afternoon. What's gonna take me the longest is the exhaust, but I got a pretty good game plan for that, so yeah. That's all I got for today, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, Jesus loves you. Peace.